All right, let's jump right into this explainer. Welcome to a complete breakdown of Thomas Tuchel's highly anticipated debut as England manager. And honestly, it absolutely delivered. We're talking about a completely thrilling 6-goal roller coaster at AT&T Stadium in Dallas, Texas. England finally roaring to a massive 4-2 victory over Croatia to open up their 2026 World Cup campaign. We got a Harry Kane brace, a Jude Bellingham masterclass, a late Marcus Rashford sealer, and a super resilient Croatian side that just refused to go away quietly.
But, before we get entirely lost in the tactical weeds, we gotta ask the big question staring us right in the face. Is the revenge complete? Does a decisive victory like this actually avenge the ghosts of the past for the Three Lions? Well, to really grasp the weight of this opening match, we have to look at the history hanging so heavily over both of these squads.
Just look at the historical stakes between these two sides. Back in the 2018 World Cup, Croatia famously broke English hearts, right? Knocking them out in the semifinals in extra time. Sure, England clawed back a tiny measure of revenge in the 2021 Euros with a really tight 1-0 win. But stepping onto that pitch in Dallas, man, the tension was palpable. You've got a Croatian team led by the ageless 38-year-old Luka Modric, potentially in his final World Cup, going head-to-head with a heavily favored England squad absolutely desperate to end a trophy drought that stretches all the way back to 1966.
Let's get right into Section 1, First Half Chaos, a blow-for-blow battle.
Now, if you thought this was going to be some slow, tactical feeling-out process, you'd be severely mistaken. Pure chaos literally erupted right from the starting whistle. Just follow this absolutely frantic sequence in the third minute. Yes, the third minute. Chelsea winger Nani Madueke beats Luka Modric, gets fouled in the box, and a penalty is given. Up steps England captain Harry Kane. He takes the shot, and Dominik Livakovic saves it. I mean, the crowd's heart just drops. But wait, VAR steps in. Livakovic was off his line, and Josko Gvardiol was encroaching. The referee orders a retake. Kane sets the ball down again, aims for the exact same corner, and this time, he absolutely buries it.
That brings us right to the 12th minute, the exact moment Harry Kane officially put England up 1-0. But it's so much more than just a goal on the stat sheet. The real story here is the redemption. I mean, remember the 2022 World Cup quarterfinal against France? Kane missed an absolutely pivotal penalty. To step up here, after having his first attempt saved and confidently slot the retake into the exact same corner, that requires some absolute nerves of steel.
For a bit, England looked entirely comfortable with that 1-0 lead. But as we all know in international football, comfort is a very dangerous illusion. And that brings us to the 36th minute and a brutally costly slip. The entire pacing of the game changed when England defender John Stones simply lost his footing in the midfield. And against a team like Croatia, yeah, that is literally all the invitation they need.
This specific moment perfectly highlights the stark contrast defining this England squad right now, a lethal attack versus a pretty leaky defense. Because the exact second Stones slipped, Croatia transitioned instantly. Young Croatian midfielder Martin Baturina received the ball right on the edge of the box and just unleashed an absolute thunderbolt. England's keeper Jordan Pickford stood absolutely no chance. Just like that, it's 1-1, and Croatia proved they only need a single defensive frailty to completely level the playing field.
But hey, as we've seen, this England attack is just relentless. By the 42nd minute, Jude Bellingham decides to take matters into his own hands. He makes this brilliant, driving run straight through the midfield, utterly dismantling the Croatian defenders, and then perfectly cuts the ball back. Harry Kane is right there waiting, and with a super powerful first-touch finish, he secures his first-half brace. England reclaims the lead, 2-1. Now, you'd think that's how the half ends, right? Wrong. Deep into first-half stoppage time, at 45 plus 5 minutes, we get the halftime shock. Veteran Ivan Perisic floats this perfectly timed, chipped pass into the box. Petar Musa makes an incredibly intelligent run, completely bypassing Ezri Konsa's marking, and slots home a really composed finish. Literally right before the whistle blows, it's tied up again at 2-2.
I mean, just look at the staggering efficiency of the Croatian side here. 2 shots on target in the entire first half, 2 goals scored. It's a masterclass in capitalizing on mistakes, for sure, but it also exposed some massive, glaring questions about England's defensive marking and shape. Going into that locker room, Thomas Tuchel had a seriously massive job to do.
All right, Section 2. Bellingham secures the win, the decisive second-half shift.
So Tuchel clearly recognized those defensive vulnerabilities and tightened England's overall shape. But crucially, he gave Jude Bellingham significantly more freedom in the central positions.
And it took exactly 2 minutes for those tactical tweaks to permanently shift the momentum of this entire match. We're talking 47 minutes on the clock.
Madueke initiates this rapid move down the right flank. The ball finds Jude Bellingham lurking right on the edge of the box. He takes one setup touch, and then boom, a sublime, perfectly precise low finish directly into the far corner. The goalkeeper had absolutely zero chance. This was a truly world-class moment from the 22-year-old Real Madrid superstar, scoring his first World Cup goal and fundamentally breaking Croatia's spirit in the process. England goes up 3-2.
Croatia pushed hard, but that Bellingham goal completely changed the gravity of the pitch. Finally, in the 85th minute, substitute Marcus Rashford came off the bench and just killed the game. Bellingham, once again right at the center of the action, threads a brilliant through ball. Rashford times his run perfectly behind the Croatian defense and executes a really clinical, composed one-on-one finish. 4-2, game over.
The sheer roller coaster of this match is just undeniable when you lay it out. Kane early, Baturina responding, Kane right before half, then Musa shocking the stadium in stoppage time, then Bellingham immediately after the break and Rashford putting the nail in the coffin late. It perfectly captures that beautiful, chaotic, back-and-forth sports drama that makes the World Cup so completely unmatched.
Which brings us to Section 3, Key Match Takeaways, Tactics, and Tournament Prospects.
So, as the dust settles in Dallas, what does this massive result actually mean for the rest of the tournament? Well, first off, Kane's penalty redemption proves his mentality is totally unbreakable, securing his central role in England's success. Second, Bellingham's masterclass in the second half showed us he can outright dictate the flow of a World Cup match. But third, we really can't ignore England's defensive concerns. Stone's slip and Konsa's lost marking are glaring issues Tuchel has to fix before facing stronger attacking sides. Fourth, Croatia's fighting spirit remains legendary. Going down twice and immediately fighting back shows they are never ever an easy out. And finally, Tuchel gets a winning debut. A 4-2 win is a fantastic result, but he definitely knows there's serious work to be done on the training ground.
Now, checking out the Group L standings, England claims the top spot with 3 points, sitting right alongside Ghana, who also secured a tight 1-0 victory over Panama. Croatia and Panama are sitting at the bottom with 0. This sets up a really mouth-watering clash next as England prepares to face off against the highly motivated Ghana side.
But before we wrap, I really want to hear from you. What do you think was the goal of the match? Was it the sheer mental fortitude of Kane's penalty retake, the out-of-nowhere shock value of Baturina's thunderbolt, or the pure, world-class precision of Bellingham's far corner finish? Let us know what you think.
All right, that wraps up this explainer, but you know the tournament is just heating up. Make sure you join us for our next breakdown, where we'll be diving straight into Portugal versus DR Congo, covering Cristiano Ronaldo's incredibly frustrating night, and DR Congo historically securing their first World Cup point in 52 years. You absolutely won't want to miss it. Keep learning, keep watching, and I will see you then.